All right, Reggie. As we get set for the trial to officially start with the Tupac stuff next week, I have a feeling that a big thing that they may speak on, or at least be a topic of discussion, is the one face-to-face confrontation that Biggie and Tupac had at the Soul Train Awards when you were there. Can you tell me the story about that and what happened?
I mean, I done spoke on it on several times. Uh, and then there's a video that we did over here at Bomb First, video and a live stream. But hey, of course, on the live stream, and I admit, I'll be the first to admit, I used to say Keefe D was you know in that entourage or was there and was the one that I thought pulled the gun out. But as y'all see, as I do, when I make a mistake and I was corrected by Gene Deal and C Gutter came out and and said he was the one that actually pulled the gun. Well, listen to what I said.
One of the guys who I agree with Gene now. If Gene said it, the guy said it. I always said it was Keefe D with him. Keefe said he wasn't there. Gene said it. Gene don't say he wasn't there. He just said it wasn't Keefe D that pulled the gun out. He said it was a guy named C Gutter. I give him that. But I know the dude didn't raise that gun. He pulled it out and kept it down low. Me, I got my gun out, pointed at him, telling him, dog, don't raise that gun, because if he raised that gun, he's getting popped that night.
So I'm not like the groupie, the gap tooth. So just because you see somebody, you know him, and all of that. I knew of Keefe D, knew of his name, because he was a drug dealer in the city that people used to talk about. But I didn't have any personal relationships with him. I didn't have any interactions with him until the time at the grocery store in 2014 that even Keefe D has talked about. He said the same thing that I pretty much said. But I know, the groupie got to make his little videos to get his little sound bites. But hey, y'all want to listen to a clown? Keep listening to a clown. But I'm not going to address that clown no more as far as that, because I know what I said, know what I did, and I cleared it up. Okay. But enough of that. Enough of that. What I want to talk about is Daz Dillinger being the new Keefe D. Daz being the new Keefe D. Right after this video that y'all just heard, y'all about to hear.
Hey Reggie, sorry to interrupt, but I want to let our audience know if you guys are fans of UFC, you definitely want to pay attention to this. So we've linked up with Morgan & Morgan, the official law firm partner of UFC, and they're giving away 2 tickets to U331 in Los Angeles plus $2,000 in travel expenses. The way to enter is to click the link in the description. You can also find the link pinned in the comments below this video. So click the link and take a chance. You can't win if you don't enter. Good luck.
Hey, y'all, sign up for this stuff. Sign up for this stuff because you might win. It's just like being in a raffle at school. Who knows who gonna win? Sign up and try to win. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna beg y'all. Just take 1 minute to sign up and possibly win $2,000 and a trip to a UFC fight. So hey, but hey, y'all, did y'all see what happened to Daz? So Daz and his big Keefe D running his mouth on the internet. Well, his not criminally yet. His is just civilly. But did y'all see the Tupac estate filing a lawsuit against him for $1 million? Because they said he stole reels that he was bragging about stealing and he cost them money, and they not going to pay him 1 cent, and they wish they can get their $95,000 back. Did y'all see that article? Well, there's an article out there. John will post a little bit of it up for y'all, hopefully. If not, y'all go search it and research it. But they're going after Daz now. They said Daz will not get not one red penny. And he done talked himself into a lawsuit, y'all. But Daz kind of insinuated he want to go to court. I don't think he want to go to court for what he's talking about. When he talking about he stole all those reels, and when they bring up how he was bootlegging Machiavelli and Dillinger and all of that, Dad's about to talk himself. All those little raggedy houses he got. I ain't gonna say that because it's an investment. Shout out to Dad for trying to invest his money. But all that he's doing, they gonna put a lien on that shit, y'all. The Tupac estate gonna be living off of Daz. You know, he always talking about that reversion rule. Have you ever heard any other artists really talking about the reversion rule? I haven't. I haven't, y'all. And he always talking about it in a couple of years. Well, Tupac stuff didn't come out until what, 96, right? Well, that's only 30 years, so he still got 5 more years, even if that to be true. So, but we all know Daz is kind of crazy when it comes to Mal, because he's still waiting for that $1 million check from Egg McMahon. Well, maybe Egg McMahon to give it to him in the afterlife. That's the only way he's going to get that money from Egg McMahon. But yeah, that was interesting to see. Did y'all see, I guess the people that sued Faith Evans on the Biggie Small estate, and they won. The trustees going to win and get some of that money from that royalty statement or that royalty deal that Miss Wallace and them did. Didn't know she had kicked out one of the grandsons from the trust. I wonder what happened to him. I guess maybe he was on drugs or something. But I wonder which kid that is, because she was with Little Chris. She was with Little Chris on the Breakfast Club. And so I could tell they had a decent relationship towards the end. So I have to research and see which one that was. But yeah, those are just all the things that's been going on in the media. But yeah, don't y'all let the groupie keep just using half of pieces of what I say. Well, y'all gonna do it anyway, so I don't even care. But that's all he doing. Is just putting up little pieces. Don't put up everything that Reggie says. But when Reggie talks, you gotta listen to everything he says. And then you'll hear what he's saying. Suge Knight. How those visits going, dawg? I hear you ain't been getting your visits this weekend. You want to know where she been this weekend, Suge? You got any idea? Oh, Suge, you playing? See, there you go, playing with Reggie Wright. And Reggie Wright that had to cut your visits off. You want me to send her back to you, Suge? You want me to have her come and visit you, Suge? Yeah. You better see if you can get an attorney visit, or if make Toy get off her ass and come up there and see you. Because Destiny won't be. Matter of fact, I won't let her do an interview with Rodney and Melissa and Bobby. I ain't going to even bring it over here to Bomb first. Y'all be looking out for the interview over there. Bomb first. Peace out.